I've heard many people complain about the fact that when a cop shoots, he shoots to kill. Well, there's probably a good reason for this. There's been many times when a suspect will have 6 bullet holes in him and he can still fire a gun and shoot and kill a cop. And don't try to tell me that when a suspect shoots somebody, especially a police officer, that when he shoots, he doesn't shoot to kill. And I want to make one final suggestion. If you're going to have public hearings about a shooting like this, then I think it's only fair that every time a police officer is shot in the line of duty that you have a public hearing on that too.
Was taken into custody, and the mother lauded the police for the work that they did. Now, that's something that happens each and every day on the streets, and it's not significant. The interesting part of it is that a story was written, but it was not picked up by the Los Angeles Times, the Herald. I think the radio was the only ones that picked it up. Television, no one seems to be interested in those kinds of things. I think that's too bad.
Number one, I think that there's a lesson that we can all learn from this Eula Love shooting, and that's when a police officer tells you to do something, you do it. When he tells you to drop your weapon, you drop it, or else you are going to have to suffer the consequences, and that just might be your life. We're all really good Monday morning quarterbacks, and everybody last week that seemed to speak about this incident seemed to have expertise on the knowledge. I can't even make a judgment. I've never interviewed the witnesses or read the reports, read the DA's report, and I just don't really see how anybody has a right to do something like that when they're not there and they didn't see it themselves. I've also heard it mentioned that the only time police officers draw their weapons is to shoot to kill. This isn't true. There's many 459 silent calls, robberies in progress, family fights when somebody's armed, that because of the potential danger of the situation, an officer will have his weapon drawn to protect himself and other people around. People have also mentioned that they want to have the police unarmed. Well, this can only work, of course, if the public is, and you know that will never happen.
Reporting back, and if that work gets reflected in their ratings reports in any way.
The first part, we have how we manage to transfer people in and out of the sites.
Make the first question very specific. Is it correct, Captain, that there is a waiting list of officers who wish to work in that area, and if so,